What's up, YouTube? This is Paul from Mickey Tech Tips, and today we're going to be playing a fun classic. It's actually that 3D Space Cadet Pinball from Windows 95 all the way up until Windows XP, and then after XP, they discontinued it. So I have the game right here, fresh from like a Windows um, installation that I had, that I copied the pinball files onto another hard drive so I'd have them for the future. So we're going to play that game right now, and it's called 3D Space Cadet Pinball. It's a very fun game. I'm going to make it full screen. I was going to do a Windows 10 video today, but I'm going to do that probably either tomorrow or I'll probably do that tomorrow or Saturday. I'm cutting it down to probably 2 videos because I'm going to cover everything in the other Windows 10 video and just wrap it up as a whole and the desktop operating system instead of trying to do Windows 10 as a whole and Windows 10 as a desktop as 2 different videos. I already did the Windows Phone review. You can go check that out. So with that, I think we can get started. I'll put the music on. Alright, so we're going to play it. Actually, I forgot. I don't want music just in case of copyright. So let's turn that off. Then we can try it. So, if you want to hear the music, just go look up someone else and listen to the music. I used to be really good at this. This was a good game to play when you had to get off the internet, so someone could use the phone. And I even remember in the cable internet days / DSL days, internet's still kind of slow, so this was the next best thing to do. So we hit it. You can even tilt the table, and it has a tilt sensor built into the game. And that was a big problem because people would tilt the table to cheat. Crud, what did I... Stupid Windows key. I hope this is coming out fine. Wish I could make this full screen, but this is an older game, so it's kind of understandable that it's not going to be full screen, per se, on a 1080p display. So let's see how this goes. I got a bunch of other old retro games set in similar to on like CDs and stuff. I should pull them out and put them like in a virtual machine because I do have a copy of like Windows XP that I can play them on. I just gotta find the CD for that too. Alright, so let's try this again. Oh, 187,000. That's still good. Oh, I forgot about this. So let's play it. And there we go. Let's tilt the table. I think this will tilt it too. I used to be really good at this. And the reason why I'm being paranoid about copyright just in case if they have this music copyrighted. No, they don't care about the game because the game was supposed to be free with Windows. And they don't make those Windows anymore. And the game isn't supported. So I don't think Microsoft's gonna kill. Nah. Still doing pretty good. Alright, let's see how this goes. Darn it, I died again. I used to be really good at this game, but I suck at it now. Yay for me. Let's tilt the table. I honestly didn't know about the tilt until later on, so that kind of helps you a little bit. Kind of wish they had a table like this in real life. Someone probably has built one that's themed like this one. Wow, new high score! Yay, Paul. Alright, let's do this again. You can get bonus balls too. I forget how you do that though. This is my childhood. Even without sound, this game's actually a fun game to play. Darn it. Still doing pretty good. I tilt the table, and so that ball is invalid. There we go. And that's the trick too. You don't hold down tilt for very long, and I accidentally did. So it's like right next to the left flap or one of the buttons for tilt. Still not as high as it was last time, but still not that bad. Darn it. I did it too early. There we go. Again, the way I got this game, I had like an old Windows XP installation on a computer, and I copied the files copied the files from Windows and put them on a hard drive so I'd have them, because you can't trust the internet. Because people have brought them over, but I still wouldn't trust them. It plays fine on a 64-bit computer, so I don't know what Microsoft was so concerned about, because they said it wasn't working with 64-bit PCs. Yes. Yay. I'm doing good. Considering I'm only on the second ball. Not that bad. Let's see if I can beat my high score. Okay, so let's see. This is actually pretty fun. I know I'm hitting this and I'm not doing anything, but it's just keeping me prepared. Ooh. New high score. Let's see how many people are watching. Okay. I'm checking this on my iPad, so let's see. No one's watching, but you can rewatch this live stream. So let's see, F2. I just started a few minutes ago. It says about 9:37. And once I grow my audience, I should be able to do a live stream and a lot of people watch. So it's expected. Oh, it looks a little bit laggy. Oh well. Still a fun game to play. Maybe I'll take and download the video and speed it up a little. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Brad. What was funny is that though is on some PCs, it wasn't Z and the question mark button wasn't the controls to the flappers. Some of them it was like the arrow key, so it made it really confusing on some of them. I think the manufacturer for the PC set the controls, and I think they did it just so it'd be easier for some people. But the default controls are like the question mark and Z. Yes. I hope I didn't glitch. I hope I did not glitch the game. Okay, good. On it. Yes. Yes. Over 300,000. Yes. Maybe I can get it to 1 million. I actually did, I think, one time. And I used to play this all the time. Back in the Windows XP days. I'm lucky that this works because a lot of the older programs from older versions of Windows don't work. Oh, I got a no, this is my last ball. I'm fighting like a code, so yeah. Actually, it's not a code, it's sinus drainage. But let's see what we can do. Darn it, I died. Oh, either it's a glitch or give me another ball because I already had 3 balls. Because sometimes they give you bonus balls. And the text on the side that pops up, it's supposed to be like a emulation of space or something, a space game. $500,000, that is great. F2. Darn it, I accidentally tilted the stupid machine. To start a new game. F2 starts a new game now. Stupid Windows key. Well, while I'm waiting, I'm gonna point something out. Okay. See where that says Microsoft Plus for Windows 95? So originally you had to buy this as an add-on with some other features too that they used to include in older versions of Windows. And so it didn't come standard, don't think until like Windows 98. Actually, it wasn't Windows 98. It's like Windows ME days because they discontinued the Plus packs for the most part. They were still there, like I think in like maybe XP and Vista, but they didn't really do anything. So they eventually got discontinued completely. So eventually this did get standard. So you see what that says Microsoft Plus for Windows 95? They just copied it over. And here's the picture of the table. Okay, this ain't the. Oh, this is a picture of the table, but this has a diagram of what everything is. That's super neat. Yeah, and I finally got around to pulling this off because I saw something about it a few days ago, and I thought, let's play that game. So I put it off another hard drive that I keep data on that I don't use that often. So I pulled it off, and here we are. Well, I'm playing the game. These are all the different sounds. Let's play sound 12. Okay, so just a bunch of different sounds. That's super neat. In games now, you can't see the source files, so yeah. Oh, I tilted the stupid thing again. My bad. Sometimes when you don't look at it, you push the wrong keys, the keyboard. Alright, let's see. The reason why I push the flappers a lot is just because I'm used to it. Because I used to do it when I was little. So some old habits you can't break. I'm doing really crappy on this one. See, you gotta be ready for stuff like that. So, there we go. I went and found an app like this in the Windows store on my Windows phone yesterday, and it was like very sad and pathetic. So, it's called like Pinball Star, and it just sucked. It had the same table, but it still wasn't the same feel. And apparently they have a port for it of Linux, and I wonder how good it is. But I'm still wary of trying out ones that the source files that people put up on the internet for Windows, just because they could have viruses. I'm doing really bad, but let's just keep playing. Let's tilt. Let's tilt one more time. And some of you guys are wondering why they put tilt sensors on it. It's just so they can keep people from trying to tilt it. And I sucked on that game, but oh well, this is just for fun. I used to be really good at this, but I haven't played this in a long time. I just keep hitting these just in case if something like that happens. Ow. Okay. See, I'm not as good as I used to be, but I did get 500,000 in one of those games. Okay. I hope this ain't too loud. This is only up on 12. Man. So I have an amplifier as my speaker on, like under my feet, just so I could have like booming sound at my feet, and like it's loud even at 12. Because I pulled those both speakers out and replaced it with the amp. Because then I can turn up the bass and have like a big sub at my feet. If I had enough room on my pouch, power strip, I would have hooked the bows up too and just had the amp just do a bass like a sub, but I don't have enough room on the power strip, so I'm just using the amp as my primary sound device, so I can listen to music and stuff. Need to get another, I think it's 2.5 millimeters. Whatever the big plug is to the 3.5 millimeter jack. I need to get another one of those adapters because I have another input on here, so I can hook another audio device up on here, because it sucks only having one input. So I'd have one hooked up to my computer, and I'd just have one laying around, like, so I can hook it up to the TV so I can play stuff through a Chromecast or through my, hook it up and play it through my phone. So it kind of sucks only having one input on this, but oh well. I got multiple cables around, so audio cables, so I just swap them out easily though. Crud, I tilted it. Just F to it. Okay. Right, so the ball's here. There we go. Tilt it. Just can't hold down on the tilt button. That's the thing. Let's see how far I can get. Crud, I hit it down. This is fun for some odd reason. You gotta remember, the text that pops up like wormhole open, it's supposed to be like emulating a actual game but with a pinball. And it's supposed to just be for fun too. It would have been funny if they put the number of credits you had just to be a fun gag, even though you don't have to pay anything to play this. Yes. Doing really good this game. Yes. That ain't too bad. 200,000. I want to get back up to 1 million, but I haven't played this in forever. But since I resurrected this game off of a hard drive that I don't use that often, now I can play it some more. Whee! One thing I do remember, the games with like Windows Vista and 7, like Portable Place and stuff, were just stupid. The classics were where they were at. Not bad. I'm gonna keep playing it for a little bit more, but I gotta get off and do some other stuff. Method to the madness. You hold down the thing so you can kick the ball up as soon as it gets released to you. Yes. Yes. On it. Not too bad though. Still not as good as I used to be though. Game over. F2. Let's check out on this. Okay, it's playing. I'm gonna stop this real quick because I want to change the screen share. Alright. The reason why I don't have video up is because my computer is down in the cubby hole and I don't have an external webcam yet. Actually, not yet. I don't have one anymore. Oh, I got it. So now that's full screen to everyone. Let's play this. Okay. That's great. Okay, so it's about the same size for me, but I don't have the blackout around me anymore, though. So the whole purpose of this game was to show off like 3D capabilities on older Windows 95 PCs because Windows 95 was pushing the boundaries back in its day. And like 3D graphics were not a thing prior to Windows 95 that much. And so this showed it off some more. Now, of course, 3D graphics is something that we take for granted on a regular smartphone or something like that nowadays, but they didn't always have it. So by doing something like this, it showed it off. Now, this doesn't look the best, but it was the best for its day. And they wanted to have a flashy game for the Windows 95, and Sony recreated Doom, but for Windows 95 with like flashy lights and stuff. But Microsoft did not want to include a bloody, quote unquote, bloody game with Windows 95. So instead, they made this game to replace it instead. And just to think on how much technology has progressed in the last 21 years, it's awesome. Just now we have like high-speed internet too. They did not always have that, so this was a fun game to play offline too. Because I remember even when I was a kid, extra like PCs sitting like at my family member's house or even at home, you weren't always connected to the internet. Now, of course, at home when my dad still had dial-up, he also had a cell phone too, so it wasn't as a big of a deal to be connected to the internet because he could just use his cell phone to make phone calls. But that wasn't the case with everyone. And like, I do remember in the final days of dial-up, when we had dial-up, though, I don't think my mom had a cell phone still because there was a period of time where she didn't because of some arguments with the phone company reasons and because of something stupid that my dad had, so he wanted to get my mom a cell phone. But it's one of those things, though, that there'd be times that he would have to disconnect so she could use the telephone. But then again, it wasn't that often because he could pass off his cell phone and she could just use his cell phone. And then eventually, we got high-speed internet and stuff, and stuck with that even after he moved out and my parents got a divorce. We still had high-speed internet later on when we got a computer again. So high-speed internet has stuck, but this was a good game to play offline. I do remember, though, so my old Dell that I have sitting at my in storage right now, the one that I did on why you should not upgrade your PC and just buy a new one video, that PC used to be my grandmother's, so it's a secondhand PC. And I remember the original Dell installation had so much crap, so it had this, but it had a bunch of other trial games. The neat thing about the trial games, though, for the most part, they didn't care how many times you play, but you just lost some of the features. So like Fate, you could play it, but you couldn't do some of the features. Or stuff like Polo Bolo. For the most part, it was almost unlimited. So there was those suites of games too. So we didn't play this one as much, me and my cousins when we went over to my grandmother's house. But later on, we did go back to it after the computer was reset, and we lost all the quote unquote almost unlimited gameplay functionality because the bloatware on computers back 10 years ago was really bad just because the PC manufacturers wanted to make some extra money. It isn't bad right now, but it's still not that great on Windows 10 and 8 because of the app stores and all that. But it made it a lot easier because all you have to do is uninstall the apps now. But they had that extra software that you might not use just to get you hooked on it, so you want to buy it. But the neat thing of the way I set my computers up, I don't ever see those software because I have a custom installation on my regular size laptop, which is what I'm streaming from right now. So that's probably why it's laggy. It probably would have worked better on my Tune one because it's got like more video RAM. So like my Tune one, it is running like a stock Windows from like Dell, but the thing is, for some reason they didn't include too much, but luckily it was all apps, so I could just select them all and delete them. So that's what I did, but it doesn't matter anyway because I don't use too many apps. But I do remember, do remember though when I had this full size Dell laptop, when I first got it 5 years ago. It did come installed with some things, but it wasn't as bad as it was back in the Windows XP days and before that. So it's sad that they don't include as much with PCs now, but including all that trial stuff that you might have gotten used to. But it's a good thing because then it's open to do whatever. And now they got app stores on like OS X, like stuff like Ubuntu and other Linux operating systems have app stores, quote unquote, now. Windows now has an app store from Windows 8 and up. That's one of the things that's changed, so you have a centralized place to get some programs and applications and stuff. So yeah, we'll get into the modern days of apps, no longer called executables or programs. So for the most part, so yeah, this is actually a fun game to play. I wish Microsoft would bring it back out because as like an app that they can emulate through the Windows Store, but I can understand that they wouldn't be making much money off of it. But this is a fun game, though. Reason why people can get away with like porting these over to different devices because Microsoft doesn't care. And I don't even know if the game studio that made this is still around because they had a dedicated gaming studio and make games for like Windows at one point. Not bad. So, how long have I been streaming? Okay. I want to see how long I've been streaming because I need to do some other stuff. Okay, let's see. So I'm going to get off. Actually, I'll play one more round, but then I have to get off because I got other stuff to do. But this was kind of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Even though I streamed it live and no one watched, this is still another good idea for video because it was a easy way to do it. So I'm going to finish up and then I got to get off. Okay. All right, so oh yeah, F2. Ah, stupid Windows button. Let's tilt the machine some. Darn it. Yeah. I'm actually getting good at it again. I'm gonna play this off in some off time, then do a live stream when I'm like good at it again sometime. Or just do it because it's for the heck of it. Well, I'm done. That was fun. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this for the most part. If you couldn't hear me and you thought it's probably because I was just rambling on. And plus, this speaker is kind of quite loud. But hope you enjoyed this. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. I actually have another mic. Mic that I'm gonna try putting in my computer setup just because I found that stupid cord and whatnot and finally got the amp set up so I could hook the thing up into the PC so I can record stuff. So expect better audio sometime soon. So remember to like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna end this. That's funny. On the border for the window, it's showing like it's showing like a Windows Basic border around it. And I think it's just because it's an older program. But yeah, remember to like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next time.